Hi everybody, it's Mike, part-time reselling in the Pittsburgh area, and time for what sold this week for January 30th, 2024. I think the good time January times are over. Had a pretty good January except for this week. I actually had 0 sales until Sunday, and then 3 things sold. So we'll get to those, and I reluctantly gave a guy a refund. Talk about that last. Notes over here, but look at over here a bunch of times. These are things that sold. Doesn't mean that everything I buy magically resells for tons of money like some other videos might lead you to believe. Right now I have 94 things listed on eBay. That's 94 things that were given to me or that I bought that have not sold. So there's 0 profit there. Stick around till the end. I will show you the totals, including the profit after the fees and the shipping and all that. And you can check out the description for the link to my eBay stuff. By the way, this is still out there. Charlie Brown mug. Look, this is funny. How come this has not sold? I think, okay, all right. Sorry. All right, this is pretty much like the 300-day plus things that sold. This Modern Power Military Action Series train car, I got this, my goodness, in 2022 at some point. Kept lowering the price. I took it down for a while, then relisted it because for some reason that seems to help sometimes. Maybe it doesn't. It just seems like it does. But it finally sold. I bought it for $8.36. It sold for $8.36. You would think I would break even, but no, because there's fees and shipping and everything. I lost 13 cents, and it was listed for around 352 days before it finally sold. This Harman Kardon CD91 cassette deck main circuit board. This has been around for over a year. I bought it and it did not work right. The cassette mechanism was it seemed like it was sticky. And I tried to get it to work, but I couldn't, so I gave up and decided I'll ship it for parts. I figured out the parts that I took out of it and the cost of it originally, so I came out to a cost that this cost $6.27. This was another one that's been around for a while that I kept lowering the price. Finally sold for $9.65, so my profit there was $6.91. That was listed for 306 days before it finally sold. And the last one of the week, this Cobalt Blue large glass pitcher. This came from my friend in Cleveland, so the cost was 0. He gave me stuff, gosh, it's closing in on almost 2 years ago. He gave me a bunch of stuff to sell, so the cost, like I said, was 0. Sold for $10.56. My profit was $10.92. If you're thinking, how is your profit more than what you sold it for? Well, first of all, the cost was 0, so I don't have to subtract the cost from that. And because eBay does discounts on shipping, I actually made some money back from shipping. So I actually made more than it was listed for. Doesn't happen often, but it does happen. That was listed for 331 days. And the problem with things like that is people have to be actually like looking for like a blue pitcher. If you're selling it at a yard sale and maybe somebody walks by and says, oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, yeah, I like that. I'll buy it. But pretty much on eBay, somebody's got to be looking for it. So those are kind of hard sells on eBay. So I'm a little surprised it actually sold, but I'm glad it sold. All right, so that's it. So the 3 things, they came to a cost of $14.63. They sold for a total $28.57. My profit after the fees and the shipping and all that, $17.70. Hey, that's $17 more than I had at the beginning of the week. So that is always good. All right, now this person, he bought a Korean War DVD, kind of like a box set, 4 DVDs in it. I see here, it didn't go for very much, but this is the message that I got after he received it. And I messaged him back because here's a picture that he sent eventually. Those don't really looked really scratched. Those look like surface scratch that isn't going to stop it from playing. Here are the pictures of the 4 DVDs, the backs of them. that I had in the listing. I don't see any scratches on these. I don't know how it got scratched from the time I mailed it to the time he got to him. I emailed him back, messaged him back, whatever you want to say. When he first said, I want a refund, said, well, hey, I don't understand how this happened. Do they play? No response. A couple days later, he filed a formal, I want my money back kind of thing through eBay. 3 more times over 5 days, I messaged him and said, I'm really sorry. I don't know how this happened. Do they play? Can you please send me a better picture so I can double check to make sure that the DVD that you're showing me is actually one from the set, because there's little numbers on the inside on the back. And I can tell, if this was actually a DVD from that set. Never heard from him. And of course, time was running out because eBay says, you got a week to figure this out. Since it was only such a small sale, my options were create a label that he sends the thing back. So that'll cost me $3.92 because it's media mail. Just say screw it and let him have it. Decided it wasn't worth spending $4 to get it back. So it was just like, fine, whatever, just keep it. Your communication sucks. I didn't say that, but I said in his message when I did the refund, I was like, I don't know why you didn't respond to me for my 4 messages I sent, but just keep it. Here you go, you jerk. And again, it wasn't a lot of money. Just get back to me. Communicating. I don't think those scratches would stop it from playing, but I'll never know because he never got back to me. Anyway, so that's it. Thanks for letting me rant. All right. Again, that's as far as a return of a thing that cost me $5. Well, actually, they were my girlfriend's dad, so the cost was actually $0 for me, which made it easier to just keep the freaking thing, you jerk. Luckily, it was a $5 thing, and it wasn't something that cost like $150 that I have issues with. But it's just like, just reach out to me. Why you? So that's it. Hey, thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and I will talk to you later. Bye.